soft. But it's going to be touch and go whether or not the super soft is going to be manageable in a 13-minute race. But it's like a second a lap quicker. Yeah. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Well, it's the old F1 point system, so it's 10 points for a win, 8 points per second, and it's points per race. So there's none of this like trying to work out who's won overall. It's just if you win race 1, you get 10 points. If you win race 2, you get 10 points. If you win race 3, you get 10 points. All right. Hello, very quickly.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing center. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having a, as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though, I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.
Hello YouTube, we are once again back for the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. My name's Lex, I'm joined by James as well. He is here as he is every time we do this now. Hello James, wait there, let me, I need to unmute him. There we go, he's unmuted now. Say hi.
Good evening, how are we doing?
Good. It was interesting before because you weren't unmuted, so people may have heard you mumbling to yourself about random stuff, so apologies for that. But welcome along anyway. It's the Formula 2 series for Century Sim Racing. We are in the beautiful Bahrain. I love this circuit. Built in 2004 in the middle of a desert. Look at it, it's gorgeous. Jim is not a fan of this track though, so maybe we'll find out why as today goes on. We'll have a look at that in a bit. Drivers are just currently finishing practice at the minute. As always, get on the YouTube comments and stuff like that. Let us know you're there. Let us know you're alive. Let us know who you're rooting for. All that type of stuff and how you've been over the past couple of days since the last DTM series that we done on Saturday. What a race that was as well. Did you enjoy that DTM stuff on Saturday night, Jim?
Yeah, I think so, after a fashion.
Well, yeah.
Yes, I did. I always have a good time. I was saying to you before the live stream, wasn't I, that I don't have tracks that I don't like. I just love racing, and anywhere I get to do it is great, and I love Bathurst. It was an awesome night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it is round 3 of the Formula 2 series for Century Sim. Things have changed a little bit in terms of the format as well. We're going to be doing one quali, which is going to be starting in just a bit. That's going to be 10 minutes long. Then after that, there's going to be a race for 13 minutes. Then another race for 13 minutes with a reverse grid this time, depending on the results of race 1. Then we're going to go into a 5-minute quali and have a 20-minute feature race after that. In terms of points, it's just the old Formula 1 point system, so each race that you win, you'll get... Is it 10 points for an old... It is, isn't it? Yeah. So 10 points per race. 10
points for a win, 8 seconds, 6, 4, 2, 1, etc.
Yeah, so if you've got the most points at the end of this, at the end of the 3 races, then you are the winner of this session. And that's pretty much how it's going to rock and roll. If you need any clarity on that as we go, just, please ask. Please get in the comments. Let us know that you're there if you've got anything you want to know. But we can go and have a look while drivers are finishing the practice right now. Once again, I have got control of cameras, so bear with, as always. And we'll see how we get on. But how did you find practice, James?
I wasn't able to get into practice this week, unfortunately, so I have no idea where I sit in the pecking order.
Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But why don't you like... Well, you mentioned off air that you didn't really like this track.
I do like the track. I think that my style and especially in cars like this, I really like tracks that have long flowing corners, much like Spa. But this is a very traction demanding circuit, so there's lots of heavy stops and awkward traction zones and stuff. That doesn't really suit my vibe, if I'm honest. But
I can't.
I'll easily get over that. I mean, it's
yeah. I get it though. I think I get it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I quite enjoy watching Bahrain when it's on TV.
It's all a Grand Prix though. Like it's got that thing that you need for good racing. It's got long straights with heavy stops. And this track has got 3 of them. So there are 3 very, very definite. In fact, 4 very definite spots for overtaking, and so I'm expecting some good action today. Track's nice and wide as well, like totally the opposite of Bathurst the other night. Like it's there's not going to be any bottlenecking over the mountain in this track.
Oh, I know. Yeah, if you watched that on Saturday night for the DTM series, Bathurst. Great track though. Just very
amazing track.
Very narrow. Just very, very narrow. Anyway, let's take a look at the Formula 2 Championship standings as it is. Tony Draper's currently at the top on 50 points, 20 points ahead of Ollie Evans in second. James Cole follows that in third on 28 points. Andy Archer sitting in fourth on 25. Mr. Jim Whitehouse, who will join me for the whole race tonight, sitting in fifth on 22 points there. Leon Chambers behind him in sixth. Stuart Nunn in seventh. Tom Illingworth eighth. And Ryan Mitchell on 0 points at the bottom at ninth. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in any of the Century Sim Racing stuff, you can do really, really easy. Just head over to centurysim.co.uk/esports. All the details are there. Just get yourself all set up and you can join and have some fun, just like us and the rest of the guys here today. We're just getting started, nearly getting started for quali. I was going to say quali 1 then. Don't know, forget where I am. For the quali. 10 minutes long. So, obviously, you know how quali works by now. But then after that, we're going to go into a 13-minute race. So it should be some fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that type of stuff as well on those comments there. Tom Illingworth as well is getting some support on the comments, which is nice to see. Tom Illingworth, FCW. So let's keep that up for him. So
I'm trying to work out what FCW stands for.
That could mean a number of things, to be honest with you, couldn't it? For the win, I imagine. I'm not as down with the kids as I used to be.
Yeah, I'm too old for all of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, same. So 10 minutes of this quali, just all drivers out on their outlap now. Pretty much everyone at exactly the same time as well.
Yeah, I tactically waited for everyone to clear off a little bit.
I thought you would. We're watching Tony Draper on his outlap. Really good performances from him over the past few weeks, especially in both series, but DTM winning both races at Bathurst on Saturday night, which was it was a very interesting race. So it's for the win. Yeah, I agree. Jeez, guys, he says. Yeah, we're old.
Sorry, I thought you said FCW.
No, FTW.
Ah, right, okay. I know what that means.
Are you going to pretend you know what that means now?
Yeah, I'm always going for the win, mate.
Yes. Yeah, he says it now. Got myself a little Jack Daniels right now, James. I'm going to enjoy this race. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I need to get myself one of those cycling drinks bottles that I can drink Jack Daniels with you while I'm racing.
Yeah, before it gets all into the juicy hot lap time stuff, can you just explain what you said to me earlier about the type of music that you had on earlier to get yourself in the zone?
Yeah, sure. So in iRacing, just to sort of dial myself in, because I'm doing like hour-long races on iRacing at the moment, to sort of keep my brain dialed in properly, I've been listening to a lot of electro swing. because it's super repetitive, makes me feel good, and it's all the same tempo, and it's just super rhythmical, and yeah,
I can
like it a lot.
I can literally see it. I can see you getting down with electro swing. In fact, I'm gonna arrange some royalty-free electric swing next week. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, I've been looking forward to this. This should be a lot of fun. Watching Tony Draper now setting his first lap of quali. Let's go on board and have a look at this. Sun just setting nicely right now on this track. It looks good. Wouldn't you love to be there, eh? Just sitting in the desert right now. Only for a short period of time, though, because I can imagine it gets quite hot. And I don't do well with heat at all. It's not my vibe.
See, I'm South African. I like the heat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you would. It doesn't do me. I don't like it. I just burn and then complain about it for like a month.
Yeah, that's the British thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so I've made a mess of my first lap.
Mick Dan says techno with his glow sticks are the best, and I can imagine they are. I'd love to have a little go with some glow sticks with Mick, especially some Tesco techno. 6 minutes left of quali. Tony Draper setting a 1:39 on his first full hot lap there. Andy Archer on a 1:41.3 as well. So all the times are starting to come in as they complete the first full flying lap. So we're on board with Jim in his yellow Century Sim livery, sporting the NHS logo as well, as always. 5 minutes left of the quali. Get on the comments, let us know who you're supporting. We already have an FTW for Tom Illingworth. See if we can get any more FTWs or LOLs or whatever you want to call them for other people. We've got a little spinner in the background there. Is James Cole racing today?
Yes, he is.
He is. There he is. I just found him on my screen. I've got two screens. I've got one with lap times on and one with cameras on, and he's not on the camera, but he's on the screen.
We have a newcomer today as well.
Oh, we do?
Yes, Mr. Cameron Reedy.
Cameron Reedy. What's his name on my screen? Oh, there he is. No, it's Cameron Reedy. There he is. We're on board with him now. Welcome along, Cameron. Our drivers changed some of the names. Who's Cros?
Oh, he's also new.
He's new as well. Oh,
Yes, he is.
Well, it's nice to see, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to do what they've done?
The house.
Yeah, get involved. CenturySim.co.uk/sponsors. Just like Crosby and Cameron Reedy done.
I should say Crosby is Matt Crosby.
Matt Crosby. Much better. He's now called Crosby because he changed it himself. Watching Tony Draper again, see if he can improve on his last lap time. 4 minutes left in the middle of the desert. Quali 1 at the F2 E-Series with Century Sim Racing. Tony's best time at the minute, 1:39.1.
An interesting thing actually is in practice for some reason you can have DRS everywhere, but in this you can only have DRS in the actual DRS zones.
Oh,
so,
really?
I think, yeah, so the lap times, what's a good lap time is kind of a bit of a mystery right now.
Well,
Although I'm assuming that a 39.1 is a good lap time.
yeah, from the looks of things, 39.1 is where we expect Tony to be at right now with 3 minutes left. Newcomer Cameron as well on a 140. Is that a 140? It is a 140. 140.6. Tony's got some traffic ahead as he's trying to better himself a little bit more just to edge himself ahead of everybody else like he likes to do. just incidentally as well, Tony Draper has the voice of an angel. If we speak to him afterwards, you'll know exactly what I mean. His voice is like velvet. Better than mine.
He really does, doesn't he?
Yeah, I could listen to him talk all day. I actually told my mum about that. Do you know what I mean? Important things.
Yeah. Talented guy, actually.
Yeah,
he's one of those people that no matter what he does, he's good at it.
Let's have a little look at Tom. No, sorry, Leon. We're on cam with now. See if he can. Oh, he's just giving him on his lap there. Let's have a look at Tom then. There he is. Tom's best lap at the minute, a 1:42.6. Not to be sniffed at. He can do better than that, though. We've seen him do better than that. He's got a little bit of time to get it done. Just over 2 minutes left of quali. And there we go. Do you want to do a lap in a minute?
Yeah, can do.
See if you can
I
get
have
it
a feeling
done.
this is my last chance for a hot lap, so let me get this in and then I'll do one for you.
Okay, no problem. Get on the comments. Let us know where you're at. Click that little notification bell so you get a notification on Saturday night when we live DTM series as well. Which is exactly what you want to know, isn't it? So yeah, the usual drivers are with us today as well. James Cole's in, Andy Archer's in, Ollie Evans is in, Leon's in, Tom's in, and Jim's in as well. Stu Nunnan is nowhere to be seen for numerous reasons.
Is he not in the server?
I don't know. Oh no, there he is. He's on his outlap now. Yeah, he's done. This is his first outlap. So he's with us. Just over a minute left for him to try and get a decent lap time in here as well.
So, shall I talk you through a lap?
Yes, you can do. Thanks, by the way, YouTube, for letting us know that there was music on in the background. It's a shame I can't hear that for some reason, but...
Alright.
That should be sorted now. Anyway, a lap with Jim. Are we going to go out from the pits with you?
Yes. God, there's only a 10th in this, you know?
Yeah, no, it's quite tight, isn't it? A lot of support for Tom on YouTube as well. Tom Illingworth getting a lot of support in, which is nice to see.
Right, I'm trundling down the pit lane. Are you ready?
We are ready. We're going to be stuck through a full lap of Bahrain with Jim Whitehouse right now.
Okay, so we bring it over to the left. We brake hard in a straight line. Get it turned in, tuck the nose in first. Really careful on the throttle here because it will bite you. You're throttling on out of first gear. DRS open in the zone, and then we're just heading straight down. This is going to be a good opportunity for overtaking here. Brake at 100 meters. Carry as much speed in as you dare. It's quite bumpy at the apex there and run it out nice and wide. Careful as you pick up the throttle again. Here we're going to carry loads of speed, only half of the brake pedal. Then we're going to go flat out through this section here, run it out wide, bring it over to the left, get it slowed down without locking up. Oh, we've locked up a little bit. All right, bring it over to the right-hand side. This turn 10 and 11 here is kind of awkward because you're braking and turning at the same time. So we're being nice and gradual. Kiss the apex a little bit and then throttle on. DRS open down the straight. This is going to be another good opportunity for overtaking because I suspect that people are going to be struggling coming out of that, out of turn 10. Over to the right-hand side, up on the curb, turn in nice and early, and then throttle on as early as you dare. Bring it over to the left-hand side, flat out up the hill through the right-hander. I'm going to let it drift out wide to the left-hander. Brakes, turn in nice and early. Pick your apex and then throttle on. Use all of the curb on the exit, and we're heading down towards the last corner now. This also is going to be a really good overtaking opportunity because of people making mistakes coming out of the last corner. Brake at 100 meters. Turn in nice and early. Aim for the exit. Under the bridge. DRS open now. And that's a lap of the Bahrain International Circuit.
There it is right there as we come close to quali. Interesting. It's quite tight in the top three there, which is nice to see. Just waiting for some of the drivers to finish their laps, see where they end up. That's everybody done and dusted from the looks of things. We'll get a full rundown of the top top qualifying positions in just a sec. For now, though, there's the current championship standings as it is, all right? So just to explain how Formula 2 works for Century Sim Racing. The next race is going to be 13 minutes, whoever wins. It's the old Formula 1 point system, so 10 points for a win, and so on. Then it's going to be race 2, which is going to have a reverse grid based on the positions of the first race. And again, same points apply there. Then there'll be another 5-minute quali, and then a 20-minute feature race with the same points that apply to that. And if you have the most points at the end of the whole event, that's how it works, basically, towards this championship table, which is currently standing as it is like that right now. Ryan Mitchell on 0 points. He could do with getting that up a little bit. Tom Illingworth doing well. He's currently sitting there on 8th with 6 points. Stu Nunnan starting late in quali, so I'm not sure. Let's have a look at see if we've got it. Yes, we do. Okay, so the quali results: first place Tony Draper, second James Whitehouse, James Cole starting third, and the new guy Reedy. Is it Reedy? Reedy?
Yeah, it's
what's his name? I need to write his name.
It's Reedy. Yeah,
that's my bad. Yeah, good quality from him, starting in 4th. Andy Archer 6th. Ollie Evans Andy Archer 5th. Sorry, Ollie Evans in 6th. Leon Chambers will start in 7th. Tom Illingworth is going to start in 8th. Crosby is going to start in 9th, and I assume Stu Nunnan's going to start 10th. I imagine. Anyway, we're just getting ready to rock and roll for the first race at Bahrain. Should be a lot of fun. Mick Dan is asking me what I'm drinking tonight. It is Jack Daniels. Not straight tonight though. It is mixed with Coke, but it is Jack Daniels. Yeah. What are you drinking? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? Tell us what you're drinking, guys.
That's not a question you get from David Croft and Martin Bundle, is it?
No, that's me just filling time. Could you tell? While we get rocking and rolling for the race. Anyway,
30 seconds.
30 seconds before the start of race 1. It is going to be 13 minutes long. That's how this is going to rock and roll. And I'm trying to find my camera button. This always happens every time the race starts. I lose my camera button. There it is.
So just so you're aware at home, I've opted to start on the soft tyre. It's not as quick as the super soft, but it should give me better life.
So the lights are on. And we are go at Bahrain for the Century Sim Racing F2 Esports Series. It is race 1, 13 minutes long. Let's see if all drivers can keep it together into the first corner. It's going to be a little bit of a lock-up at the back. Tony Draper's going fine around there. We've got a little bit of a wide mover. Cameron Reedy, we are watching right now. We've got a spinner at the back. Who's gone? It's Crosby. Stu Nunnan's just been smacked as well. He's moved up to 7th, though. Krovs, Leon as well. Who have we got there? It's Andy Archer. Andy Archer taking a spin, putting him in the last place now, moving Leon Chambers up to 9th. Absolute chaos. Absolute scenes there going around there. So I'm just trying to find the best of the stuff that's going on for you guys. It's quite a challenge.
I've got James Cole right behind me, if that's any use to you.
I have. I've literally just found that. James Cole eyeing up Jim Whitehouse. We'll see how this plays out for sure. Hopefully all the audio's sound now. Maybe you should actually test that before I jump the gun, you know. Ryan Mitchell saying he hopes to be back next week and get some points on the board. Good, Ryan. It'd be good to see you back, my friend.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Reese saying carnage incoming, which it was. Very much so. Watching Stu Nunnan. No, we're not. We're watching Ollie Evans. He's got Stu Nunnan behind him, though. Miles away. Ollie Evans on an overtake there. Tom Illingworth. And he's kept it. He's kept it, Tom. Nicely done. A little bit of a lock-up going in there, but he's defending it off quite nicely. Ollie's still eyeing him up, though. He's going to have to defend his Tom. He's probably not going to be able to at this stage. And that's probably Ollie shutting the door on that one if he can get a good exit from this. Look at this, side-by-side stuff. It's great racing to see this. Tom Illingworth now down to 5th. Ollie Evans moving up to 4th after a nice little battle there. But it's still not over yet. Still could come back at him, could Tom. So we'll see how that one plays out. You're watching the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. It's F2 at Bahrain. It's the first race of 3 races tonight. We extended things a little bit just to make it a little bit more interesting. We're watching Cameron Reedy.
Is there any way you can find out what tyre Tony's on?
Tony Draper is on Supersoft at the minute.
He's on Supersofts. Wow,
Yes,
that's
he is.
interesting.
He is indeed.
Okay.
James Whitehouse on soft right now.
Yes, he is. So that should mean, hopefully, that he comes back into play at the end of the race. That is a bold choice. What is James Cole on?
James Cole's on Supersoft as well.
Right, okay.
So everybody's on Supersoft other than Jim Whitehouse, Crosby, and Leon Chambers. Watching Leon Chambers right now, actually, on the soft in 9th place. Looking at what's Crosby's name again? I keep forgetting.
Matt Crosby.
Matt Crosby. Try not to remember that. Both of them lock up there, and that's Matt Crosby going a little bit wide, allowing Leon through. Other way round, I should say. I think I might put a livery ban on everybody. Is that all right?
Why?
Because I'm starting to lose track of who everybody is, as Leon Chambers totally loses it, as does Crosby as well. And it had nothing to do with each other. They just kind of just both lost it in the same place almost. But they're both back on track. That's Leon now in 10th. Watching Cameron Reedy, starting to look at Stu Nunnan. There's a little bit of an option for an overtake for him. That'll be for 6th position. 8 minutes left of race 1.
God, as if we're 5 minutes into this race already.
I know. Time flies when you're having a laugh, doesn't it, eh?
Forgot to open my DRS.
It's never
What am I
good.
like?
Get that DRS open. Drivers are starting to spread out a little bit now as well. Just having a look at some cameras here. Quite interesting. So Cameron's starting to look at Stu now as a serious contender for an overtake, and it might not be long, but Stu's not going to make that easy, especially for the new boy. Stu Newland obviously in the blue livery, and Cameron in that really nice black, yellow, and is that pink? Pink and
Yes.
red. Yeah.
It's actually a version of Leon's livery.
Yeah, this is
Just with
why
different colours.
it confuses me.
They're teammates in a way.
I see. I'm going to make a thing. You know, the back wing of all drivers needs to look a certain way just so I know who they are. 6 minutes left of the first race of the Century Sim Racing F2 E-Series. Tony Draper currently in the lead, 4 seconds ahead of Jim Whitehouse in 2nd. James Cole 3rd, Ollie Evans 4th. Tom Illingworth doing really well in 5th there. Stu Nunn in 6th. Reedy in 7th. Andy Archer 8th. Crosby in 9th. And Leon Chambers in 10th after they both had a little spin and a pirouette together in an unrelated sort of incident each.
I'll tell you this right now. I guarantee you that Tony's tyres are beginning to feel pretty second-hand.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they were. Let's have a little look and see how he's doing. On his super soft tyres. 4 seconds ahead of Jim. Certainly a question to ask him at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. James Cole's falling back on his supers as well. Oh, and I've just lost it a little bit.
Bit of a lock-up from James Cole as well. Right behind you.
Yeah. That's completely let Tony off the hook, that.
We're on board with Cameron Reedy, new guy. First time he's raced with us this evening. He's currently sitting in 7th, doing quite well for himself. 4 minutes left, just over 4 minutes left of race 1. After this, we're going to be doing a second race. The grid will be determined by how this race finishes. So that'll currently put Leon Chambers in first place for the next race. This track does seem to be spreading everybody out a little bit more than others. Then again, there's still a lot of things, a lot of time left. Anything could happen right now.
In a lot of ways, this race is just a dress rehearsal for the next one.
True that. Yeah, very true. Reese is saying, has everybody got to make a pit stop?
Not in this race, in race 3.
And race 3 is a compulsory mandatory pit stop, which is 20 minutes long. 20-minute long race, not the pit stop.
Ugh. God, the rears get away from you quickly on this.
And Ollie Evans taking a spin in 4th place there. That's going to move Tom Illingworth up.
Ugh.
As he just sits there and watches them all drive past. That must be a horrible feeling for Ollie. He's back on track now. We're watching Tom Illingworth in 4th place. Behind him, Stu Nunnan and Reedy. Starting to bunch up a little bit now. Stu's probably going to look for an attack at some point if he can get there within 3 minutes. Let's see what he can do.
That was a bit aggressive.
Nice little bunch here. So still a little bit of action to be had in this first race at Bahrain. Stu getting the slipstream and Tom Illingworth trying to get him out of it. Stu's gone for the overtake. And he's not making it easy. A little bit of a lock-up from Tom. He's kept it clean though. And that's put him on a better exit than Stu. So he's keeping 4th place. In fact, Stu is now under attack from Cameron because of that exit there. And oh, look at this side-by-side stuff. Is he going to keep it? Yes, Stu keeps 5th position from Cameron. He's doing so well then as well. But just got that exit a little bit wrong there. But you have to stay out of the way and give reasonable room, I guess. Rather than making it as messy as it could have been. So nice driving from the 3 of them there. One minute 40 left. Get in the comments for us. Let us know who your driver of this race was. Who's been your favourite one in this? Do let us know. This is Cameron looking at Stu again. Yeah, thinking about it, and then probably a little bit too far back this time. Still plenty of time though to try and get this done if he wants to. Is he going for it? He's in the slipstream. Stu He's going to have to defend it. And he does. But not enough. Lock up from everyone, all keeping it clean through there though. Don't think there was any contact. Oh, a little bit of a spin from Cameron. That's going to put him behind now. That's going to let Stu get away with that one. Mind you, you say that, he's kept it. He's kept it quite well. Well done to
James
him.
Cole must have had a moment because he's fallen right off the back of me now.
Yeah, he's quite far down. We're watching James Cole now. He's got nobody around him, though, to really give him anything for a concern or a push.
God, everyone's rears must be feeling awful. Mine aren't feeling great, and I'm on the soft.
Yeah, especially with the super softs, isn't it? See what Tony says about it.
This is the last lap of the race, by the way.
Yes, it certainly is. Still, it's still, there's a few little battles going on here that we've got to keep an eye on just in case. Cameron Reedy being quite, he's getting his fists out to the very last second, which is nice to see. Probably not going to be able to make it happen, though. On this final lap, Stu's not going to make it easy. There goes Tony Draper to win the first race in the Century Sim Formula 2 E-Series, and James Whitehouse as well coming home to take second.
That was pretty straightforward.
And James Cole for third as well. It was good old Tom Illingworth. There was a little bit of a battle. He's trying to keep fourth place. Is Tommy's going to get it. Look at that, though. Oh, look at this. So close to the end. So close. But I think he just got that. Yeah, he did. He got fourth. Well done. Well done, Tom. Well done to Stu as well. And Cameron there. Battling for the last 3 laps quite closely. Keeping it clean. There we go. There's the craziness. Craziness begins. Ollie Evans starting the front. There we go. Enjoy. So there you have your top 10 officially. Tony Draper first. James Whitehouse second. James Cole third. Tom Illingworth in fourth. Stu Nunnan finishing in fifth. Great result for Stu. Sixth place is Cameron Reedy. Evans in seventh. Archer in eighth. Chambers in ninth. And Crosby finishes the race in 10th. How did you find that, James?
Pretty straightforward, actually. I won't say I did all I could. I think Tony was just quicker than me. I think I made the right choice on the tyre. I'm not sure. It's kind of difficult to say right now. Because I don't know what the super softs felt like at the end of the race. I'm wondering if it'll be worth trying for the next one. But we'll see.
Be interesting to see what Tony says about the super softs. What do you think on YouTube? Do let us know. Should Jim go for super softs or stick with what he stuck with? Let's see what you guys would do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification button as well as chaos goes on at Bahrain. Got to have some fun, haven't you? This will be good for the highlight reel anyway. Let's put it that way.
So you'll be pleased to know as well that I've updated the championship standings so that so we've got a running total.
Oh, that's good. That's good to see.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Anyway, not long before we get racing for the second race in the Century Sim Racing Esports Series F2 E-Series Championship.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing centre. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though. I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.
We are at Bahrain for the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. It's the F2 E-Series. I'm joined with Jim, as always, having some fun on this Tuesday evening, watching some racing, scratching that racing itch, as it is, as it were, you know. Done anything interesting, James, since we last spoke, other than racing?
Nope, just racing.
Just racing. That's good.
Playing some music, doing some racing. That's kind of that.
Yeah, I do love some music. You know what I mean? I can't play it though. I mean, I can play keyboard.
That sounds like music to me.
Yeah, but you know, I can play Sonic the Hedgehog on keyboard, which I find quite amazing, to be honest with you.
Excellent.
Daniel on YouTube saying, "What game is this on?" Do you want to explain the game, James?
Yeah. So, how dare you call it a game? The simulator is called Assetto Corsa. It's a game made by an Italian company called Kunos Simulazione.
There we go.
And it's one of the big ones. Like you could, I would say that in terms of like actual sim software, you've got R-Factor 2, Assetto Corsa, and iRacing, and they're kind of the big ones. There's Project Cars 2 as well, but that's a bit, you know, the physics on that are a bit questionable. And yeah, if you get into all the forums and stuff, people are very opinionated about Project Cars 2.
So yeah,
still a good game, lots of content, looks absolutely beautiful. It's the one I'd recommend going for if you're gonna be sim racing on console.
I see. Okay.
There you go.
But if you do want to join the Century Sim Racing E-Series, Assetto Corsa is the way to go. And you can get that obviously on Steam. I think it's quite cheap at the minute, to be fair. If you want to get involved, go get it. Get yourself a little setup. And then go to centurysim.co.uk/esports, and all the information's there on how you can join these little championships that we're doing throughout lockdown, and probably forever and always now. So we'll see how that goes.
This is it. This is our lives now.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. No problem with that whatsoever. Drivers are just start considering getting themselves ready for a start. It's the second race of 3 at Bahrain.
So we've got about 1:40, and then we'll be sitting on the grid.
Excellent. Okay.
Excellent.
Awesome. A minute. I can talk about a lot for a minute.
You know what? I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go for the super soft.
You're going on super soft.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. I mean, everyone's on super soft on my screen. I don't know if that's the case. But everybody showing up as super soft.
Yeah.
I know I did say as well last week that I was going to get a webcam on Stu Nunnan, or whoever else wanted one, and the plan was we were going to test it yesterday, and we just didn't. So I'm going to try and do it tomorrow.
Cool.
And yeah, that's a black screen for whatever reason. I have no idea why. I think I do know why. There we go. Don't forget, like, subscribe on that YouTube there, and hit that notification bell so that we'll let you know when we are live again, which is going to be Saturday, 8 o'clock for the DTM series. That's been really fun that recently, so you won't want to miss that one. Where are we next for the DTM series, James?
I believe it's Monza next.
Monza. Love Monza.
Autodromo Nazionale de Monza.
Do you know what? Your accent game is on point.
I'm glad you think so.
It always has been.
My Irish accent is not. My girlfriend is Irish, and she does not approve of my Irish accent one bit.
You know, you're going to give us a go. Give us a bit of Irish. Say something.
Oh, no.
I'll
give you... I'll give you a bit of my Scottish if you like.
Go on,
because I'm told my Scottish accents. All right, very quickly though, try saying the word burglar alarm in the Scottish accent. Go.
Burglar alarm.
Burglar alarm.
That's ridiculous. Anyway, we're about to get rocking and rolling for race 2 at the Century Sim Racing F2E series. This is the second of 3 races. It's going to be 13 minutes long. The grid positions have been determined by how the last race finished. So, in the order that I have on my screen, Crosby first, Leon Chambers second, Andy Archer third, Ollie Evans fourth, Cameron fifth, Stu Nunnan 6th, Tom Illingworth 7th, then James Cole, James Whitehouse, and Tony Draper. So let's keep close eyes on these guys as we rock and roll for the second race. Lights are going on. Listen to those engines roar. And we're off. 13 minutes on the clock as they all head down to that first corner. Obviously, Tony Draper at the back. Look at this. Oh, there's a little bit of nudging going on. Oh, I know I've seen that as well. Straight into Jim. A lot of locking up going on. We got any spinners there? No, I think everyone's through. Nice. Wow, we have got a spinner at the back.
God, I got skittled over pretty badly there.
Not sure who that is, but we're going to keep close eyes on it. We're currently on board with Tony Draper as he takes Tom Illingworth, was trying to.
Oh, I've just been hit from the back as well. Thank you, James Cole.
There's so much going on, I can't keep it up, so just bear with me. We've got Stu Nunn trying to take somebody on there as well, but we're watching Tony Draper. He's flying up the field quite quickly. Is he going to get Tom? Tom's still defending quite nicely there. Nice to see.
Right.
It's Stu Nunn now, trying to take on Leon Chambers for second place. There's all kinds going on everywhere right now, even behind them. It's Tom Illingworth trying to take Tony Draper's... well, Tony's obviously got past Tom. Just does things in a flash, doesn't he, Tony? There's no time to even think about what he's done. Now he's looking at Stu Nunn as the next threat. It's amazing how quick he is. It really is. Look at this.
This is going to be tasty. Thank you.
Well, watching Jim Whitehouse, who we have audio with permanently as well all the time. Look at this little threesome going on here. Got Ollie Evans behind Jim.
Oh, I've lost it under downshift.
Oh, so's Ollie Evans though. He spun it around and he's facing the other way. That's a shame. It's going to put him down. We're on board with Jim Whitehouse now as he tries to rectify his little tumble coming out of that last corner. He's got Stu Nunn ahead of him now in the blue livery. Stu finishing 5th in that last race, which is nice to see. Little lock up from Stu there. It's probably going to allow that door to be opened. Well, we've got stuff going on up front here as well. Tony Draper is looking at Leon for second place. This, by the way, Tony started near the back. I think he started second to last. Or didn't know he started last.
He started last, yeah, because he won the race.
Yeah. Look at this. Who blinks first? It's going to be Tony in this instance. Allowing plenty of space for Leon. I think it's only a matter of time, but Leon's definitely holding his own there. There's absolute chaos going on everywhere. It's Andy Archer up past Stu Nunn for 5th place. Let's see what's going on there.
Jesus.
Yeah, we just seen that, Jim, taking the curbs there, having a little bit of a bump party.
Yeah.
You've got Leon in front of you. Tony's got past Leon in that chaos, but you know, he's defending. He's going for it again, is Leon. Well done to him. Fair game. It is absolute fair game. Look at this. As Crosby locks up in first place.
Don't worry, guys, I'll
holding
wait.
his own, though. So this is for second place. Tony Draper on Leon. He's already took it once. Leon's taking it straight back again. Wow. Did not see that. Did not see that coming through. You've got Jim in the middle of this. Oh, touchy, touchy. Careful, careful.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I got hit from the side there.
That's Tony Draper spinning. He's ran into Stu Nunn as well. He's knocked Stu down all the way to 8th.
That?
There's Leon Chambers. There's chaos going on. What's the top now?
Yeah, I got hit from behind and I hit Tony as a result.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try and watch that back if I can. Stick it together though. Crosby first, James Cole second, Jim Whitehouse third.
I'm alongside James Cole now.
Yeah, we are watching.
God, I've run wide. That's terrible.
A little bit wide there for Jim. Eight minutes left of this chaos that is the second race at Bahrain for the Century Sim Racing F2 E-Series. Get on those YouTube comments there. Let us know what you think of this chaos. I'm trying to keep up with the action as best I can, guys. I realise we might not be seeing it all. Because we've got a spinner, Creedy, down there as well, I think, has just lost it. I keep saying Creedy, Reedy, my bad. There's Jim Whitehouse going for second against James Cole. James Cole's not going to make it easy for you. Who's going to blink first? That's a lock-up from James. Cole, that is. Ooh, a little bit of a kiss there.
All's fair in love and war.
That is true. Still side by side, but yeah, Jim now ahead. Just though. Look at this. You've also got Tony Draper behind both of you here. So,
what was that?
You didn't get touched.
No, that was just me.
That was just you.
It just snapped all of a sudden.
That's an absolute shame.
Oh,
Tony
man.
Draper as well, now moving right back up again. I was hoping we were going to see something there from you both, or all three of you, to be fair, but that's a shame. Head down, James, head down.
Yep, we're good.
We're on board with Tony Draper. He's seems to be struggling with the rears a little bit there. 6 minutes left of this at Bahrain. This is going to be for second place as he attacks James Cole any time around now. See what else is going on. Got all kinds going on here. Leon Chambers doing very well in this race as well. He's now looking at Andy Archer for an overtake. This is probably going to happen any time around now as well. He's thinking about it. He's going to go that way instead. Plenty of room left as well. Nice to see. And that's obviously... Tony Draper getting the fastest lap. He's flying as he overtakes now for second place. Does he get it? Yeah, he's got a better exit there, probably. He's going to keep that and shut that door on James Cole. It's Tony Draper up to second. His next target is Crosby in first place. The newcomer leading this race. But for how long? Let's see if he can give Tony a little bit of a run for his money. And take him off that pedestal he's been on for a very long time. But it is going to be a challenge for him for sure. Five minutes left of the second race at Bahrain. Oh, Crosby's just spun and lost the back end, causing Draper to hit the back of him. That means James Cole's moved up to first. Oh, he must be screaming to himself. What a shame that is.
Stu Nunnan's just binned it in front of me as well.
Stu's binned it. Yeah, we're just going to have a look at that real quick. There's all kinds going on. I can't keep up with it all. The more drivers you get involved in this, James, the harder this is becoming. I'm just saying. But we want that. We want drivers.
Yeah, the more drivers you get, the tastier it makes the reverse grid as well, because it's more traffic that the fast guys have got to get through.
That's true. That's true. We're watching Tony Draper. 4 minutes left of race 2 at Bahrain. This is going to be for first place against James Cole. He's already had a couple of little battles with James throughout this race, but due to Crosby losing it in the back end there, it's pushed everyone up. Andy Archer in third as well. Isn't far behind Tony. James Cole now thinking about defending against him. And there it goes. Let's try and keep it clean through here, boys. Not too much of a lock-up. Tony's... Oh, we've lost the spinner there as well. I think that's Andy Archer's just spun it.
Oh, 3 people have just spun in front of me.
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
Oh, back up into third. The gate's just open. Thank you very much.
You see what I mean? Head down, James.
Yeah.
Right, I'm trying to see who we lost there. We're watching Crosby again. He must be fuming. He was leading this race quite well.
Oh, James Cole has spun in front of me.
James Cole as well.
Unbelievable scenes.
This is crazy. I don't know where to watch. That's putting James Cole right down to the bottom of the pack. So, as we try and get ourselves together...
Oh, I've just spun as well. I can't believe that.
Leon Chambers... Oh, I've just seen that, yeah, in the background there. That's Leon Chambers up to second now with Andy Archer behind him. I'm very closely behind him as well. And now that's...
Oh, and I've just been hit from behind. Thank you so much.
Wow, there's literally chaos going on here.
You know that footage of Schumacher like legging it into the McLaren garage to try and beat up David Coulthard?
That is going to be you. I can see it
my
now.
rears are absolutely cooked now as well. Oh, I can't believe that.
Didn't quite see what happened there. 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left of this race. Got Ollie Evans behind you now, Jim, but we're going to just very quickly go back to Tony Draper. He's flying ahead now. Nothing ahead of him, nothing behind him. Just where he likes it, just where he wants to be. Andy Archer second. That's Leon in third as well, but he's got Tom Illingworth behind him. Tom's going to probably consider this as an opportunity very shortly. 2 minutes left of this race. But if anyone's going to consider it still, it's these guys, especially Tom.
I can't believe I'm battling over 10th place right now.
You are battling over 10th place with Ollie Evans. We're on board with him right now. He's trying. James, you are defending it nicely though. And it is for 10th place, but don't let that upset you too much.
Oh no, there's one thing that we've learned in this race is that anything can happen.
That's true. And it usually does. Absolute scenes in race 2. Great to see though. Watching James Cole. The Reedy behind him looking for an overtake. Is he going to do it? Maybe not here, but it's probably going to happen pretty soon. Cameron looking quite racy at the minute. Considering attacking James Cole for 5th place before the end of this race. There's literally a minute left of it. If he's going to do it, it's got to be now. Is he going to get the drag? He's probably got it definitely around now. Is he going to lunge? Probably not. I wouldn't have. A little bit too far back this time for Cameron. Could it be now, though? Could it be now? This is going to be the last lap. And we've got, I think we had a spinner able to lock up in the front of them there. So we're watching a battle between Cameron Reedy and James Cole. This is for 5th place. This is going to be the last lap of race 2 at Bahrain for the Century Sim F2 E-Series. Absolute scenes. Cameron's really trying everything he can here. He's giving it beans, he is. We've also got Stu Nunnan now starting to consider Cameron as a threat. Well, there we have it.
There goes Stu Nunnan. Here I come.
Yep, we just seen that then. Oh, look at that.
Come on, come on, come on.
How close do you want to be?
Oh, I did it.
I think you don't. Oh, you've just knocked him off into the wall. Oh my god.
We were across the line already.
Oh my god, his car's going flying into the air.
State of all of this. Right.
Oh, you've got to love it, haven't you? Hey, you got to love it. Who've we got? Oh, wow. I don't even know where to begin here.
That was intense.
Where do we even start here, guys? Let us know. I need to check YouTube. Let's get on those comments there. Let us know your thoughts and things of that. Who was your driver of that race? There's your winner of it. It's Tony Draper. Absolute scenes in Bahrain there. Just absolute chaos, isn't it? So the official result of that race: first place Tony Draper, second goes to Andy Archer, Leon Chambers third, Tom Illingworth finished in 4th. James Cole 5th. Cameron Reedy, the new boy, in 5th. Stu Nunnan 7th. James Whitehouse, unfortunately, moving down.
Apparently, I didn't get him. Oh, that's a shame.
That's a shame. 8th place for Jim. Ollie Evans in 9th. And Crosby in 10th. He was leading this race as well. He put up a nice little fight as well. It was a shame that he lost the back end, allowing Tony to just go through and have some fun. But yeah, scenes, James. Scenes. Say some words. Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, so I think that I could have, personally, that could have gone. I could have won that. I should have really come second, but I just lost the rear coming out of that little hairpin, which is frustrating. But I suppose that's racing sometimes. A little bit more contact in that than I was really keen on, but I suppose that's racing sometimes as well. I'm going to go and set up the next server so that we can do race 3.
Oh, okay. All right then. In that case, I'm going to do the same. We're going to have a quick 5 or 10 minute break, guys. Go get yourself a cup of tea. Go get yourself a drink, go to the toilet, do whatever you need to do, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Welcome back. We're back with Quali. You're watching the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. It's the F2 Series. I'm joined with Jim, who's also racing right now as well. So this is the second Quali of today. Just so a little bit of a recap of how this format works for this type of racing. There is 3 races. We had a Quali, then a race, then another race based on the grid positions were based on the positions of the last race, and now we're in to the Quali for the third race, which is a 20-minute feature race. If you understood that. If that made absolute sense, which it did in my head, probably didn't in yours. Jim, on YouTube, we've got who's asking. Someone's asking you to say there's been a murder at Burger King in a Scottish accent.
There's been a murder at Burger King. Captain, there's been a murder at Burger King.
That's hilarious.
Well, what are you waiting for? You better call the police.
Oh wow. So, yeah.
I want Paul here, Lex.
I know you do. It hasn't been
No one's had a pole position other than Tony so far, and
I know.
it's time that changed.
Are you going for pole? Go for pole, son. Do it. Do it. Let's see. Let's watch you, just so you get a bit more pressure.
Right, I'm on an outlap at the moment, though. Oh, fresh tires feel good.
It's getting very hot in this room, and I've got my neighbour's starting to make noise again, which really annoys me. We've had this discussion before, James, I know, but still.
Sure, it's not lightning.
It's not lightning. It's just he's got massive feet for some reason.
Right, here we go. This is the lap. I've only got time for one.
Okay, so interesting that everybody's on super softs except you.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, why am I on softs? Oh,
Everybody
that's a mistake.
on the super softs.
Right.
Get your head down. Concentrate.
That was a mistake. Ah, damn it.
So this is the qualifier for the third feature race here at Bahrain for the Century Sim Racing F2 series. It's going to be a 20-minute long race this time. The last two 30-minute long. So it's going to be a little bit more of a long haul. Watching Crosby now. He's a newcomer to the series, so it's nice to see some new fresh faces this week.
He did really well in race 2, actually.
Yeah, he did. He really did. 20 seconds left of this.
Ow. I can't believe I put the wrong tyre on. What am I like, eh?
It's Tony Draper putting in a 1:38.8. Yeah, what are you like? Look at you, sitting there in silly soft corner. It might do you some justice. You never know. Let's see how you get on. As the time start coming onto the board now. James Cole putting in a 1:39.8.
I reckon I'm doing a very high 139 or a low 40.
See what Cameron Reedy can pull off out of this flying lap that he's on right now.
That was P3. That wasn't too bad.
See, I knew you'd get it.
Yeah, I wanted pole though.
P3 is still a nice position to be in, my friend.
Yeah, I guess. It's worth noting as well that the in the feature race you have to change your tires.
Yeah, that is true. So the next race that will begin, each driver must come in for a mandatory pit stop and swap tyres. If they don't do that, that will be a disqualification. Cameron, if they don't do it, Cameron's putting in a 140.3 there. I'm sure that was on purpose. That little spin that he just done. Do you know what I mean? Who else is out on the track at the minute? Nobody. Oh, Tom's still going for it. Tom's finishing up. See what he can do. There we have it. Right then, that's that. We're going to be starting at the feature race of 20 minutes long imminently. So that's the grid positions officially, as it is right now. Tony Draper going to start in first. James Cole is going to start in second. Jim Whitehouse will start in third. Ollie Evans in fourth. Reedy is going to start fifth. Chambers will start sixth. Stu Nunnan's going to be starting seventh. Andy Archer in eighth. And Tom Illingworth is going to start in ninth as well. Is there anybody missing off that list? I feel like there is.
I'll have a look now. 1 second.
Crosby's not on that list, is he? No.
Yes, he is. I've got him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's. He didn't do. I don't think he got a lap. And on here it says he did a 2:05.1.
That's right. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but it's not on the official results. So yeah, Crosby's going to be starting 10th. Get on the comments. Let us know your thoughts. Absolute scenes in race 2 there. God knows what this one's going to be like, and it's 10 minutes longer. So should be a lot of fun. You are watching the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. My name's Lex. I'm joined with Jim, Mr. James Whitehouse himself, CEO of Century Sim Racing. He'll love
managing director, my man.
Managing director. There it is.
Managing director.
I knew
whatever that means.
I know you'd love me saying that. But yeah,
Never get tired of being the managing director.
No, I can imagine you don't. But any news?
Right.
I mean, I know this is off subject, but you know when you guys plan to reopen? Anything on the horizon?
No idea.
No,
No
just
idea.
in the dark as everybody else.
Yep.
Well, what a shame, eh? What an absolute shame.
Yeah, the world is a mad place at the moment.
Yeah, if you've not been to Century Sim Racing and you've no idea what it is, then where have you been hiding for the past God knows how long? But we'll give you some details on that in a bit. Drivers are now starting to. Yes. What?
Can you give us a little rundown of what tyres everyone is on?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to the screen, but I'm currently having a fight with it. There we go. Okay, so tyre-wise, Tony Draper, everyone's on Supersoft. Yeah, that's everybody on Supersoft.
Right, okay.
So, it's the final race of 3 here at Bahrain for the Century Sim Racing Esports Series. This one's going to be 20 minutes long, so a lot of time to have some fun, and the chaos can continue. Don't forget, as always, to get on those YouTube comments there, talk along, have a laugh as we go throughout the race. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and click that little notification bell as well. I'm going to pour myself a little Jack Daniels each time the light goes on, and start drinking as they go off, as we start the 3rd race at Bahrain. Tony Draper in the red there.
That was a good start.
It was a very good start. Someone's getting a little bit of a squeeze there at the back. It's got a few wide runners there, but that was always going to happen, wasn't it? Oh, someone spun. I think that was Crosby, was it? Yeah, it was. Taking a little bit of a tumble at the back. I think someone may have touched him. I'm not quite sure. Oh, there's all kinds going on here. Oh, Oliver Evans taking a bit of a side swipe into Leon. He's not going to like that, was it, Leon? I think it might have been. You can never know, because the drivers like to change the liveries more than I change clothes. There's your top 3 at the minute. Tony Draper, James Whitehouse, James Cole. We're going to get this battle that we've been waiting to see in the F2 series for a while from Jim and Tony.
I'm working on it.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll find out. It's slowly coming to fruition. So we'll see. This is James Whitehouse, who we're watching now in the yellow. If you've no idea who he is, he's the guy that I'm talking to throughout the race as well. In the Century Sim yellow. He's got Tony Draper ahead of him. Tony's been winning pretty much everything in the DTM series last week. And this series as well. To be totally honest with you.
Whoa. I just had a huge swap going into the last corner.
Yeah, we definitely seen. Gonna watch Ollie Evans. Yeah, he did. Well done. We're gonna watch Ollie Evans right now. He's starting to consider James Cole as something to look at. We're gonna be knocking on the door. We've got things happening at the back there as well. I'm gonna try and keep track of everything as Crosby overtakes Reedy for 7th place. Oh, we've got a massive crash there. You know, even though it's sim racing, I still look at these people crashing and think, are they okay?
That means the simulation is doing its job.
Yeah, I suppose. We've got Andy Archer just doing pirouettes here, and then it's Reedy just giving him a kiss for good luck. Not sure exactly what the hell's going on there. Stu Nunn sitting in 5th. Seems to be his place of comfort around that position the past few races.
Oh, come on, Jim. I've just spun my rears up something chronic coming out of turn 10.
We're watching Ollie Evans. On board with Ollie Evans. He's looking at James Cole for 3rd. It's probably going to turn into something soon. His tyres start to warm up and people get a little bit more embedded in. That's Reedy up to 9th, overtaking Andy Archer. Sitting in last place down there due to all kinds of crazy dancing that was going on. Don't know quite what they got caught up in. But scenes again at the back of the race. So James Cole having to defend really quite heavily. Sorry. Yeah, James Cole against Ollie Evans there. This is going to happen soon. So, 16 minutes left of race 3. This is the feature race of the Century Sim Racing F2 E-Series at Bahrain. We're watching Ollie Evans. Looking at James Cole. Going to be knocking on his door. In fact, he pretty much is knocking on that door right now. Having a little tipple, you know how it is. What are we drinking tonight, guys? Let us know in the comments if you're having a little beverage, even if it is a cup of tea. That's absolutely fine as well. Nobody judges anybody here. Watching James Cole still defending against Ollie Evans for 3rd place. So James Cole in the red there, that's who we're following right now. Behind him, in that blue and pink, is Ollie Evans. Things starting to spread out a little bit at the minute. Try and keep my eyes everywhere as much as I possibly can. Sonny Draper still in the lead there, not too far ahead as he was in the last race though. Good old Jimmy, 3 seconds down on him, not far at all. Still plenty of time to get up there. That's Andy Archer done a stop. He's now on the soft tyre.
God, he's asking the soft tyre to go a little way, isn't he?
He's a bit. 30 minutes left of the race.
No, he should make that.
Just about. Based on previous races. Just losing the back end a little bit there is Andy. So yeah, just to remind you, everybody does have to pit at least once. It is mandatory and they need to swap tyres to something else.
I matched Tony on that lap. I need to be catching him though.
Still plenty of time to do that. Watching Ollie Evans. Still looking at Cole for 3rd place. Just can't make it happen. James Cole really making it difficult for Ollie. Trying to see if anybody else has stopped yet, but they haven't. Don't seem to be. Hopefully everyone remembers. Mandatory pit stop is part of the game today.
Yeah, everyone's got something on their screen reminding them, don't worry.
Oh, they have? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have it because I turned it off on yours.
Oh, thanks. I guess I don't need to know. It's a need to know kind of thing, isn't it?
There is a reason. I'll talk you through it later if you like.
I mean, is it a boring reason?
It's a very boring reason.
Yeah, alright, we'll leave it then. Well, I can see all kinds of Century Sim logos and you can't, so there, I think I win.
Yeah, I think you do. Well, I mean, admittedly, I need to know when I'm going into the pit, so...
That is true. As we watch Ollie Evans Still trying to take on James Cole for third. Just push back. Oh, well, a little bit of a lock-up from James Cole, though. That's going to open the door for Ollie there. Let's see how long this one can last. Just thinking about it. He's trying. A little bit nervous going into certain corners is James after his little tumble there. Little lock-up that he done. Are we going to see it now? No, he's not going to go for it there, but he's getting ever so closer every time. It's not a good place to be doing it there, but he might get a good exit, get the slipstream, and get that DRS wide open as he takes a little bit of a tumble. It's too far ahead, too far behind rather, this time. Watching Stu Nunn, he's now considering Leon Chambers for an overtake. Just eyeing him up, getting him in his sights and doing what he needs to do. Leon's not going to make that one easy though. Just under 10 minutes left. I can't believe 10 minutes has gone so fast already. That's James Cole coming into the pit lane for a stop. What's he going to? Probably going to go to soft, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's just overshot the... That's everyone coming in. Everyone's in for the stops.
That's good to know.
So each driver needs to stop and change tyres. So just a recap. After everyone stopping in pit lane and all that type of stuff, still got Tony Draper ahead in first place, 3 seconds behind. Will be Jim Whitehouse there. Stu Nunn now third. This could all change though. Obviously everyone's pitting. Stu still needs to pit, I think. Or does he? I don't know. It doesn't say on the screen yet.
I would assume so if he's third.
Yeah, he's gonna, isn't he? Probably got his foot down now, trying as best he can to make up some time. He's probably going to pit this lap, get it over and done with as quickly as he can, shoot back out again. I would go into the maths of trying to figure out where that'll put him when he comes out the pit lane, but I'm not that good, and no, I'm not doing maths like that. Maybe I should employ somebody who can do maths and figure out lap times and all that type of stuff. So Tony Draper and Jim Whitehouse in the pits now doing their stops. Stu Nunn flies in as well.
The big question mark is over the fuel. I had no idea how much fuel I needed to...
Tom Illingworth now coming in for his stop. Cameron in for his as well. It's going to put Ollie Evans just up behind Jim Whitehouse there for third place. James Cole in fourth. So Ollie did eventually get past him. Just joined us, it is the third race at the Century Sim Racing F2 E-Series. We've had 3 races today. This being the third, one of the longest ones of the session. 6 minutes left on it. And it is the old Formula 1 point system, so 10 points per race for the winner. And if you've got the most at the end of the whole event, that's how many points you take. It's pretty simple to understand, really. So I think that should be all drivers pitted now. Everybody's go, go, go.
I've had a little bit of a moment coming out of the last corner.
Just caught that then. We literally just went to you as we've seen that. Not to worry about too much though. Still got Tony Draper in your sights though, haven't you?
Well, I think I'm holding on to him, but I'm not catching him. I had a very poor start to the race, and if I'd had a better start to the race, I should be right up there with him.
Yeah. Nonetheless, those seconds, not too shabby. Keep your head down. Well, we have a little look at what else is going on in the world. Watching James Cole now sitting in 4th behind Ollie Evans, who was trying to get past him for lap after lap after lap earlier. Managed to do it. James Cole's going to want that back though. Tom Illingworth sitting in 7th. He's done really well this week. I keep calling it a weekend. He's done really well tonight as Tom. And the new boys as well. The new boys have done well.
Yeah, it's been those extra couple of... I think we felt those extra couple of bodies quite a lot, I must say.
Yeah, it definitely seemed that way, didn't it?
It's been great having them.
Yeah, I hope they make a return next week. You know, if you do want to do this yourself, get yourself a set of courses sorted and then get yourself some... I don't know, a steering wheel, something. Doesn't have to be amazing, doesn't have to be what these guys use. Just get something, get yourself involved. Head over to centurysim.co.uk/esports. All the information's there. If you want to get involved in this Little League Series Championship we got going on, and you can win £1 million per written. That's joking.
Whoa. I've seen enough episodes of Community to know that is how a paintball fight starts.
Yeah, that's true. You don't win £1 million. For the record. What you do win, though, is an electronic certificate saying you've won the championship. Which is certainly not to be sniffed at. Ollie Evans in 3rd. He's now starting to get James Cole. There's a little bit of a concern behind him again. Not again, it was the other way around earlier, but you know what I'm saying. We've got Stu Nunnan looking at James Cole as well. So these guys could bunch up quite a bit with just over 3 minutes left of the final race of the evening. A little bit of a lock-up from somebody there. It's Tony Draper. I was going to say miles ahead, but he's not miles ahead. Comfortably ahead is what he is. So if he wins this, that'll make 3 races, wouldn't it? A win.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, it would.
I'm marginal on fuel, I think.
This seems to just be a thing of yours.
Well, the problem was in qualifying, I didn't do enough laps for the fuel calculator to work out how much fuel I was using.
I don't think your fuel calculator's working very well.
I do have a long and noble history of running out of fuel.
Yeah, you do.
Right at the end. So, 2 more laps.
Yep, he is right. There's about two laps left of the final race here at Bahrain. As the sun is going down in the background, we're watching Stu Nunnan. He was going to take on James Cole a couple of laps ago. Seems a little bit more behind than he was before, but there was a lock-up in front there from Ollie Evans, I think. So things like that could change everything in the final 2 minutes.
I've got to say, Tony has absolutely bossed it tonight. He's my driver of the day for sure.
Yeah, he is. He was mine as well. 3 races, 3 wins. And you know what? He dealt with a lot in that second race as well, and got his head down and stuck in there.
Oh. So I've just had a spin.
A little spin, have you? Oh, there you are. Do you like the beach?
Yeah. I got me a tan.
You got me a tan. There's some sand in your tyres.
Yes, there is. I need to be very careful on them now.
Shake
Fortunately, I've got a big enough gap behind me that it's not an issue, but.
Closing stages now, guys, of the final race at Bahrain for the Century Sim Racing Esports Series.
I reckon I've got 1 lap's worth of fuel left.
I've heard that before. We've seen it before, but yeah, you probably.
I reckon, not I promise.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you just start slowing down now, I wouldn't laugh. I promise.
I do have a bit of a gap behind me, so maybe a bit of a fuel save is not a bad shout.
Yeah, you could probably get away with it, to be honest. Not much happening on the closing stages of this one. James Cole definitely wants to watch. He could probably still get this done if he's clever about it and just waits behind Ollie and waits for Ollie to make that slight mistake that's going to allow him through for 3rd place. Let us know who your driver of the day is from all of these races as well. Get in the comments on YouTube and we will give them a nice pat on the back.
There's a car parked up there. That was Tony.
Tony? Really?
I'm in the lead.
Tony has pulled over. Why?
He must have run out of fuel.
No way. I'm trying to see on a screen, but we can't. Has he run out of fuel? I can't tell. Oh my god.
My fuel warning light is blinking.
There's Tony Draper out of the race, evidently. Don't know what went on there. That's put James Whitehouse into 1st place. Ollie Evans into 2nd. And James Cole into 3rd. Stu Nunnan's now up to 4th and looking at 3rd as an option during these final stages of the race. Can he get it done for 3rd place, Stu? This is spiced up nicely. He's in the slipstream of James Cole. He's going to go for it and he's going to make it a late one, I think. No, he's not, but he's thought about it. Thought ahead. I think Tony may have lost connection. Has he lost connection, maybe? I'm not too sure. He's pulled over, though. Oh, is he going to get it done? Just about. Is he going to do it? Oh, my God. I'm not quite sure. No, he's got 4th place, Stu. What an absolute shame. That was close to the edge, that one. Wow. Jim, well done.
Thank you.
Sorry, we were just watching Stu try and take 3rd place against James Cole there, but didn't turn out. Very close. You want to watch that one back again, trust me. But well done on your 1st place. It's a shame it was a little bit handed to you, though.
Yeah, not 100% deserved, if I'm honest, but yeah, I'll take it. I love the points.
I can't believe Tony Draper's a DNF. What a mad ending to the race. It was literally the final lap as well.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, tell me about it. The ultimate shame.
Right then, so there is your top 10 officially of race 2. James Whitehouse winning that one, taking 1st place. Ollie Evans in 2nd, James Cole 3rd, Stu Nunnan 4th, great performance from him. Leon Chambers 5th, Tom Illingworth 6th. Reedy finishing in 7th, the new guy, 1st race for him. So well done to him. Andy Archer's going to finish in 8th. And Crosby in 9th. Tony Draper a DNF in 10th at Bahrain. Absolute scenes.
Right. Let's see if we can get Tony Draper on commentary, shall we?
Yeah, I think we should. If you've got any questions for him, get him in the comments right now on the OWL YouTube and we'll see what we can do. Well, we get some drivers on and have a little chat. So that's how we roll. What a race. What did you think about it? Let me know. Absolute chaos it was.
I couldn't believe it. Like I actually, as I drove past him, it didn't occur to me. I didn't drive past going, oh, there's a car. So I drove past it and went, wait, was that a? And I looked in the mirror. And I was like, that was it. And then I looked at the thing. And I was like, oh my god, that was Tony.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was looked on my screen and seen him going down. And comments on YouTube are saying, yeah, obviously, quite an upset from Tony there being forced off to the side. Probably Reese is saying VR crash again. I don't know if it. I don't know if it was because he had time to pull over.
Well, so. He joins us now. Tony, how was that, dude? What happened?
VR crash, exactly.
Oh, it was.
Reese has said on the chat, yeah, it was just, I'd already had a freeze going down the main straight, but it came back. So that was a bit of a scare, and then, 50 seconds to go or something, it just crashed. So
that's ridiculous.
I just did my best. I sort of took my feet off the pedals and hoped the car would drift off the circuit, and that was that.
Oh, sorry, champ.
That's a shame. What can you tell us if you can cast your mind back to race 2, Tony, and the chaos that went on there halfway through that race?
It was interesting, wasn't it?
How was it from your point of view?
Very spicy.
How was it for me?
Yeah.
raced. Yeah, it was really fun. I think it all shook out. But I did get a little punterino from Mr. Century Sim.
Yeah, well, I
in
mean,
Spain.
I only punterinoed you because I got punterinoed from behind.
I'm not sure if that was true. I need to see that again.
Yeah, no, I definitely got punterinoed from behind. It wasn't. Yeah, we don't pull those moves around here.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I didn't for a minute think it was malicious or anything, but
No.
yeah, I did got punted off the circuit, which was a little bit unpleasant. But like I say, it all shook out.
Yeah, I got punted at some point as well during that race. I mean, it was a bit of a mad one. I'm not entirely. To be honest, that whole race is a bit of a blur for me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
I looked
absolutely
up and there was 2 minutes left. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It was
yeah,
crazy.
really good fun. I don't know what else I need to do with this Oculus. I've done everything they told me to do, and it's still crashing. So I don't know what it is. But yeah, that was another easy 10 points that I'm not going to get.
That's a shame. Absolute shame.
Yeah, never mind.
Sorry to hear it, my friend.
Yeah, well, say
Yeah,
we live and learn and still come out with 20 points, and that's a good haul.
True.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Well
happy
done.
with
Yeah.
Well done for that as well.
I think you're going to get driver of the day as well if it's up to me.
that. Oh, that's very kind of you, mate. I appreciate
Well,
it.
it's not up to me. I mean, but I think that what we're seeing in the comments is that it's you've had a flawless night, so it would surprise me if it went any other way.
Yeah, I must admit, I was having three what seemed to be. I think this circuit, it's so easy to overdrive it.
Yeah.
Because you keep hunting for grip that isn't there, and you just push it over. And if you kind of relax into a mindset of sort of this is what the pace is, this is all the grip there is, and that's what I've got to drive to, then it comes to you, and then you can just kind of, it flows.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I only found that tonight. But that was, I had three good drives there. I thought so. So I'm coming away with, I don't feel bad about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
I suppose you've still got a healthy lead in the championship. I'm gonna once we've finished with the interviews and all that stuff, I'll do a rundown of how the championship looks now. I'm very pleased because I've finally got some points in, which I've been very shy on points so far this season. But yeah.
That must feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad though, because I was running in second, and and the difference in second and first only being 2 points means that like coming second or coming first isn't that much of a difference. But very grateful for the points.
Yeah.
As much as I definitely would have rather you finished the race.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Yep, absolute shame. Thank you though, Tony, and well done. And we
My
were just
pleasure.
saying
Thanks,
we
guys.
had some comments on the YouTube last week as well, saying that your voice was velvet, and I totally agreed.
Velvet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been told I've got a face for radio. I'm not sure about a voice. But...
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
People
Thank you, guys.
do not lie. Nice one, champ. Well driven.
Later. Cheers. Bye.
Right. I'm trying to get Cameron Reedy on so we can talk to him.
Okie dokie.
I have messaged him. All right. Is he still in the group chat? I'll tell you what. While we're waiting, shall I do a quick rundown of how the championship looks now?
Yes, please do. Let us know how it's looking.
Okay, so after 9 races and 3 rounds, Tony Draper is leading the way. He's on 70 points. James Cole is in P2 on 42. Only just behind him on 40 is myself. Oliver Evans drops down to 4th. He's on 38 points. 33 points for Andy Archer in 5th. Leon Chambers is down in 6th. He's got 22 points to his name. 17 points for Stuart Nunnan. He's got a few in tonight. 15 points for Tom Illingworth. That's 8th place. New boy Cameron Reedy's got 2 points. And then just beneath him is Matt Crosby. He's got no points. He failed to score tonight. And Brian Mitchell's on 0 as well.
There you have it then.
There you go.
Good performance from the new guys tonight.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice to see some fresh faces, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly added some entertainment, that's for sure.
Yes, it did. If you want to be involved in any of these, like we've said over and over again, get yourself to centurysim.co.uk/esports for all the details on how you can do it. Are we going to get any of the new guys in for a chat? Is it possible? That's what we're trying to figure out right now. If you've got any questions for the newbies, get in the comments on YouTube and let us know. I'm going to be having a little look at those in a sec.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. How did you find that? You've 3 races. Out of them, which one was your fave?
Probably the second one.
Yes, the second one was chaos.
Yeah. Because I can't actually remember what happened, but
neither can I.
It was all a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember spinning in T1,
Everybody was spinning.
Yeah, and because everybody span, everybody was back together by like halfway through.
Yeah.
So that was good fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had no pace in the last race, which was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I think the last race, personally, I feel like didn't quite deliver for me. Like, I got a good start, jumped up to second, and then just drove around in second for ages until Tony had his BR crash. So.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm trying to remember it. It was going all right, and then I think I spun, and then after that, I just like, I was like in between, like 10 seconds behind somebody, and the person behind me was like 20 seconds or something, and it was just like racing against myself. And after a while, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But no, that was it. Like the first two races were so good.
Yeah. We love a reverse grid. It's just always a good story.
Yeah, it's so good. And it was like being like rookie iRacing again.
Yeah.
So when you get like nervous before a start, and then you don't start very well, and no, it was well good.
Brilliant. Well, welcome to the championship. We're super glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very glad to be here.
Sweet, excellent. Well, good drive. Nice one.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
I'll see you guys soon.
See you soon.
Right, see you soon. Right, Lex, shall we call it there?
I think we should. James, thank you very much once again for allowing me onto your interwebs streamage.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, we're going to be back live and interactive on Saturday night from 8 o'clock with the Century Sim DTM E-Series. Please join us then. James, have a good evening.
Yep, Lex, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Adios.
Century Sim Racing is a motorsports virtual reality simulation racing center. The idea being that you and your friends or your kids or whatever can come down, drive racing cars, race against each other on the limit and all that kind of stuff, but in a safe virtual reality environment.
The immersive experience of VR, even just racing with the 3 screens, all the feedback from all the pedals, steering wheel, just a great motorsports experience. Hopefully people can experience driving whatever they want, as fast as they want.
We use simulators a lot for training, so to have it here quite close to me means I'm probably going to be visiting quite a lot for a new track when I go to it.
I've loved it tonight at Century Sim. I've got a sim setup at home, but this is next level. And when you've got the VR on, it's really immersive, it's amazing.
I'm excited to work with the Century Sim guys because they're really nice and kind, and the technology is absolutely amazing.
I think it's the perfect place for networking events, birthday celebration, stag night, anything like that. Really good.
It's something that sort of works no matter how old you are. As long as you're having as long as you're up for a laugh, it's a good place to be.
We love Century Sim!
It's been pretty full throttle so far. It's been great though. I've loved every second of it and I'll do it all again.